Today, let's start with a new chapter from the book India and the Contemporary World Too. The name of the chapter is The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. I'm sure nationalism is a very common word that we have been hearing all our history classes. And even today, when there is some sort of threat, we have a lot of nationalist feeling. Yes, this is our country and we are proud to be Indian citizens. So, in the same way in Europe, there rose these nationalist feelings which spread all across from one country to the another, binding many people together under one umbrella of having one nation. So, in this chapter, we are going to see how there was a rise of nationalism in the entire European states and what was its impact not only within Europe and also outside of Europe. Alright, let's go to the overview of the chapter 1, the rise of nationalism in Europe. The French Revolution and the idea of nation, the making of nationalism in Europe, the age of revolution 1830 to 1848, the making of Germany and Italy, visualizing the nation, nationalism and imperialism. Let's begin the entire journey with a little story. Let's go back to the year 1848. There was a person called Frederick Souriau. So, this person from France, he was a French artist. So, he had a dream of having the world under two main notions, one being democracy and the other being republic. So, in his series of four prints or paintings, he wanted this world to be of a democratic and social republic's nature. So, in his very first print of series, he showed a picture where the people of Europe and America, men and women of all ages and other various classes, marching towards the Statue of Liberty, giving it a homage. Homage means special honor or respect that is shown publicly. So, in the first series of his painting, he showed people of Europe and America, regardless of their differences, marching in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty as they passed by it. Today, the Statue of Liberty lies in New York. However, this very Statue of Liberty was gifted by the French people to the Americans back then. Artists at the time of the French Revolution instilled life in the statue. That is, they personified liberty is the female figure. Personification is basically putting a life into something that is non living. So, the statue isn't a living thing. So, therefore, they personified the statue as a female figure, giving it a life. This Statue of Liberty has two main things associated with it. One being the torch of enlightenment, which she holds high in one hand, and other being the book which has the charter of right of man. So, at this point of time, under this very image, we see the shattered image of symbol of absolutist institution. Absolutist is nothing but a ruler's or governmental system that has no restraints on the power exercised. This very image brought in enlightenment and right of man, thereby shattering all the remains of the absolutist institution. So, this was what the essence of having the Statue of Liberty. So, in Frederick Souriau's utopian vision, utopian is the vision of the society that is ideal and very unrealistic world. So, Frederick Souriau's utopian vision, we saw that the people in the entire world are grouped as a distinct nation. They come together who have common language, common principles, common identities. All of them they come together in a distinct nation and then they are identified through their flags and their national costumes. So, It's a very pleasing and beautiful to imagine such situation. And this is how Frederick Sorio's utopian vision was spread across in the name of his paintings. Leading the procession way past the Statue of Liberty today is nothing but the United States and Switzerland, which by this time were already nation states. So he didn't even know that it we see that the United Nation and Switzerland having their own nation and having their own identity. So this is was Frederick Sorio's utopia was called. He was the first person to identify that there could be something called distinct nation. There could be nation state which were individual in nature, which possessed some common attributes that would ensure that the people living there are happy and successful. Now, coming back to France, his own nation, France was identifiable by the revolutionary tricolor. We see that especially during the French Revolution. We see the French flag which was in the color blue, white, and red. So, this French revolutionary tricolor made France identifiable in its own form. And after France, she is followed by the people of Germany bearing their flag having black, red, and gold color, representing their own country. So, this is how we see a distinct nation on the basics of their flag and their national costumes under the Frederick Sorio's utopia. Okay, students, that's all for today's class.